and to become supreme ultimately. Every conditioned soul is constantly thinking about it. And the Maya, illusory energy, is giving them chance, very ideas, how you can become great. You can find this. Different advertisement, people get attracted. Kaun banega crorepati? Yes, everybody want to become crorepati. You know. अभी करोड़पति का वैल्यू ज़्यादा नहीं, लेकिन पहले था करोड़पति. कौन बनेगा करोड़पति से सब लोग, या फिर गिनेस बुक रिकॉर्ड, हु वांट टू गेट रिकॉर्ड इन गिनेस बुक. So various kinds of arrangements are made by the people in this world who are under Maya. Maya is giving different ideas. That how you can establish your supremacy in this world in different ways. And there is a great pleasure. All these different competitions goes on, Olympics and everything. People want to get gold medal and become the top. So there is a cutthroat competition going on everywhere. How I can become the greatest person. Purusha Prakriti Stohi. Purusha means one wants to become the Purusha, the controller or the enjoyer. And there is an unending struggle, life after life, going on to lord over this material energy. So material energy also arranges, just like you have now this software, YouTube or WhatsApp, whatever it is. So what is the main impetus behind this is, everybody want to become great. Everybody want to become famous. So this YouTube is had-made arrangement. Okay, who gets the more and more likings? They keep on counting, you know? And then people are fascinated by, oh, so many people are liking, so many people are watching. So this competition has been arranged, and everybody want to open their channels, and everybody want to come on. Everybody should know me. And how many are my followers? And so people come and openly say, please follow my channel. Please say like to my channel. So similarly, Maya is also arranging so many ways. Conditioned souls, okay, come take this body, and here in this body you can become great. And she makes you forget all other things. You get an ant body, then in the ant, it's a completely ant world, where there is a competition to become the greatest ant, queen. You get a honeybee body. Honeybees are born. Immediately, as soon as they are born, they become little big. Then there is a competition. Who will become the queen? So the other female, they kill each other. And whoever the supreme, one remains finally. That becomes the queen of the honeybee community. So only one queen has to exist. And others, they serve because the queen is given that position. But while serving, it's not that they are serving selflessly, because they are getting some enjoyment. Inside their mind, always one thinks, one day I will become the supreme. Now I have to serve, I am forced to serve. But one day I will become greatest. Srila Prabhupada had this meeting with the Dynapol company to print some books. One book, I think. Krishna book? Bhagavad Gita. Japanese company, the printing company. So many important people in the company had been called for the meeting to negotiate the final price of the whatever the printing was going to happen. So the big top managers and who were the company important people were there. And it was arranged by a very junior most manager. And after the meeting, everybody left. And the person who arranged the meeting was there. While leaving, they all gave their visiting cards to Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada thought, let me preach to this man. Everybody left. And after that discussion about the printing and everything, they left. Prabhupada asked, so what is the goal of your life? So he just smiled, and all the visiting cards were collected. So he started arranging all the cards. And then he took out his card. He kept all the cards down and he put on the top. This is goal of my life. It means I want to become the greatest person in this company. Top man. Now he is saluting them. Oh, sir, please come. But in the heart, what is thinking? I want to become the greatest. Given a chance, he's finding out a chance. And this is considered normal in this world, that everybody wants promotion. You want to become top man. The Maya is arranging everybody to think that in their fields, like in the ant world, that queen thinks I am the greatest. There is nobody existing. In the honeybee also they think like that. So depending on one's consciousness, one is given that illusory feeling of trying to lord over this material world. But ultimately no one can become top. Everybody is conquered by someone. Honeybee community may collect honey and keep honey stored, and the queen is controlling all the things. And one day farmer comes and takes some fire, and all the honeybees are, they are driven away, and he takes the honey. So nobody is allowed to become supreme that way. Somebody will come and try to disturb a person, and then the person is disturbed state, want to become again something else. This disturbance goes on in this world. But every time person thinks that if I become something, that's why it's called bhava. Bhava sagar. Bhava means to become. Everybody wants to become something else than what he is. He is not satisfied with his position. Birth and death. Why birth and death happens? Because one is not happy with his situation, he wants to change. Constantly changing. Desires are causing that change of their bodies or their situations. And because the minds are having this kind of desires to lord over this material energy, one can never be satisfied with any position. One always want to change. Change goes on. And the change is that you cannot change in this world. It's gone on. Goes on. Always change something. Everybody is looking after some change, something new. One is not satisfied with something. You want to make some change always. Prabhupada says, एक तो नूतन किचु कराए, बंगाली में से ना, एक तो नूतन किचु करो. Something new should be done. That's why in society also, our society, Prabhupada said, I see so many people doing new things. Some new manager comes and then you want to make new changes. You want to destroy something, create something. This is material world. एक तो नूतन किचु करो. Old things one get bored. Something new. Today morning we were reading, Prabhupada said, don't change. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given you a simple process. Just use Mridangam Kartal. Right? We are reading morning. Why you want to invent so many things? It's simply distraction. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never did that. He just had Harinam Sankirtan with Mridang Kartal. If you follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you can avoid all distractions. But we want to have so many other things. What is this Mridang Kartal? We should have something else. What is this Hare Krishna now? Something new mantra. Somebody comes with new mantra. This is more powerful. This is 100 times more than this. Okay, let us go to for this mantra. And that person becomes famous. New mantra. If new mantra, why new mantra? Mahaprabhu has told something, we follow that. If something was important or something was more powerful, Mahaprabhu should have given us this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So if somebody comes and says, no, there is no new mantra, which is more powerful than Hare Krishna mantra. Then everybody gets excited. Oh, I am bored with this Hare Krishna mantra, now I want something else. This goes on in this material world. We get bored. Why we get bored? Because we have this tendency to lord over. So we get bored with something and we want to get something more different. Material nature means things become, after some time, if you are material consciousness means you get some time pleasure and gone. Then you are looking for some other pleasure. Spiritual consciousness means you are happy all times. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra is not material sound vibration. It is transcendental sound vibration. If we chant properly, one will get ecstasy. Golokera Prema Dhana Harinama Sankirtananand. This is coming from Golok Vrindavan. But if we chant inattentively, if we commit offenses, then we get bored. Then we want something else. Otherwise, Haridas Thakur was chanting 3 lakhs names of Hare Krishna mantra. Same mantra. He never got bored. Why? Because he was very humble. Trunadapi Sunichena Tararapi. He didn't have any tendency to lord over. He was always wanting to serve. Tendency to lord over this material nature makes the things, spiritual things also boring, mechanical. Because our consciousness is absorbed, lording over. And some people imitated Haridas Thakur. They wanted to lord over now by different ways. I am a great devotee like Haridas Thakur. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Haridas Thakur was Namacharya, his title he gave, because he was humble and constantly chanting and relishing holy name. He had no any desire for this false prestige of this material world. So now some people wanted to imitate Haridas Thakur. Yes, I also want to become great, like Haridas Thakur or more than Haridas Thakur. So they were sitting down and chanting, showing people. So everywhere this Maya makes everything like this. Like one devotee was there, Srila Prabhupada times. He went to Srila Prabhupada and said, I want to chant continuously, constantly, like Haridas Thakur. He said, no, you chant 16 rounds and just serve. But told, by seeing his mentality, Prabhupada told him, just chant 16 rounds, I have told you, and you render service, stay with devotees. And still he went. He made some kutir in Mayapur somewhere. And devotees asked, Prabhupada told you not to chant like this? No. Prabhupada actually wanted me to chant. But Srila Prabhupada didn't want other to imitate me like this. So he told me to like this externally, but internally he wanted me to chant. Now the mind is so tricky. Somebody wants to do something. So Prabhupada actually wanted me to chant, but others will imitate me, so that they are not qualified. I am qualified. So he went on chanting. And Prabhupada was asked, what is doing now? He said, 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Prabhupada was getting news. Oh, he's chanting. Day and night he's chanting in the kutir. And after 6 months, kutir disappeared and the devotee also disappeared. Devotees thought, my God, he must have gone directly back to Golok Vrindavan. Such a chanting, 6 months chanting such intensely, like 6 months Dhruva practiced, and he saw Krishna face to face, Lord Krishna. Similarly, he went back to spiritual world, they thought. And nobody saw him after that. After many years, some devotees saw him on the petrol pump. filling the petrol in the cars. So they asked him, "Arey, what happened?" He said, "I chanted so many rounds that I completed the quota for my entire life. So now I don't have to chant," he said. 16 rounds quota is completed for my rest of my life. So this is how material nature is, that if we try to do something with false ego, trying to lord over, one may do it for some time to show, but then we'll get bored. That's why Mahaprabhu has told us that this consciousness while chanting, one has to cultivate this. Trunadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishtu. The desire to serve. We are asking, Srila Prabhupada translated this Hare Krishna mantra. He Srimati Radharani, Hara, Hare, Hare, Radhe, who is the internal potency of the Lord. Hey Krishna, all attractive. Please kindly engage me in your service. This is a mantra translation. Now, any Sanskrit scholar will not appreciate this translation, because where is said it is here that please engage me in your service. Our acharyas have given this translation because this is the mood in which the mantra should be chanted. The scholars, they cannot understand the actual mood of the scriptures like Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. Merely those are scholars try to translate or try to speak on Bhagavad Gita, they will misunderstand because they don't have devotion. They don't know what the Lord or the devotees are speaking. They will give their own mental concocted interpretations. The scholar, if he translating the child's crying, "Mama," what will translate? Child said, "Mama." But the mother will not say like that, "Oh, child said mama." She will immediately run to the child. The child is hungry. Her child is in trouble. It is not just saying mama. But the scholar will translate, "A child said mama." Bas. Similarly, the scholars will not be able to understand what this mantra is speaking. Hare, Radhe. So you are addressing Radharani, Krishna. Just like Draupadi called out, "Hey Krishna, hey Dwarkavasin." Krishna immediately appeared there. Understood that she is calling me for help. It's not just saying it. So therefore this mantra's translation Prabhupada gave like this. Radharani will ask, "What do you want?" "Yes, please engage me in service." They are calling someone, "Radhe, hey Krishna. What do you want? Please kindly engage me in your service." This should be the mood. Then it will not become boring. But if we say, "Give me more enjoyment, give me this, give me that," you may get it. But then you will not be able to actually appreciate this transcendentation of this mantra. When you are singing prayers, Tulasi Maharani, Morayi Abhilash, Vilas Kunje Devavas, please give me the opportunity to serve Radha and Krishna in the Vrindavan. But the mind is hovering somewhere else. Somebody was saying this. Morayi Abhilash, America Deshe Devavas. When will I get green card or some opportunity to go in America and stay there? So this Abhilasha in the heart are something else, and we may say something else verbally. But in the heart we are thinking something else. So that's why the things becomes difficult in spiritual path. The desires, so many desires. And we are always dissatisfied with present situation. Punaramushik bhava. The story Prabhupada says that the rat was very harassed by the cats. Cat was coming and catching so many rats. And every time this rat was running, everybody is fearful of cat. So this rat went to the sadhu in jungle. Please save me. So much trouble in my life. So people are overwhelmed with the troubles that they don't think anything else. Now here also you'll find the demigods are so overwhelmed with Vatrasur. They are offering such nice prayers. And Lord, you can give this session and we have nothing to offer you. Devotional services, ultimate things. So they are making those all prayers, but their hearts is so much affected by this demon Vatrasur. Ultimately it comes out. They don't ask for pure devotional service. They say, please kindly kill this demon. So this rat also went to sadhu. What to do? Please kindly make me cat. Because he thought cat is the only trouble in my life. If I become cat, all my trouble will be gone. So either you kill the cat or you become the cat. Then you will not have trouble. Right? Two things are there. And some time back I heard that they were conducting interview of the different people working in corporate world. Maximum people told that if given a chance, they would like to kill their boss. So either you kill him or you become the boss. Like this man wanted to become the boss, top Dynapool company manager. So desire to become something means either you kill the person or you want to become like that. So that you feel that you will not get troubles. But the problem is that when you become that, you will find somebody else boss, troubling you. Somebody else is above you. The rat always sees only cat. He never sees a dog as a problem. You don't find the dogs running behind the rats. Dogs, they have different world. So cat never sees a dog as a problem. So you want to become cat. Cat is the biggest problem for him. But as soon as he became, sadhu said, Tathastu, may you become cat. So material nature also says like this, okay, may you become this. Desires. And then he became cat. He was so happy now. Oh, now nobody can trouble me. But then as soon as he was entering in the village, all the dogs started chasing the cat. You see? Here also we have seen. As soon as the cat comes down, so many dogs will attack. The cat always remains on the top roof. You have seen? The dog cannot go that place. But cats moving always are attacked by the dogs. Then again he was so much troubled by the dogs. Again he went to sadhu. Now what is the problem? The dog is troubling me. What do you want to become? I want to become dog. Now he was happy. Now there is nobody troubled me. Then he was moving around. Then his tiger. The tiger started chasing. Again came to the sadhu. What do you want to become now? I want to become tiger. Yes, okay. Become tiger. So he became tiger. After becoming tiger, now he started looking at sadhu. Sadhu asked, what happened? He said, I am hungry. Oh, you are hungry? You want to eat me? He said, Punarmushik bhava. Become again rat. And he became again rat. Chi 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 kare. So this is how the material nature is. You want to become bigger and bigger and bigger. You want to become God. Maya again will make you dog. Prabhu said, G-O-D. You want to become God? Then she will become dog. Back again. So this is how the conditioned soul is moving up and down. Sometimes up, sometimes down. Various desires is driving him. So many different species of life. Karanam guna sangasya sad asad yoni janmasu. Sad asad means sometimes get a demigod body, sometimes get demon's body. By committing sinful activities, one goes down hellish bodies. And by doing some pious activities, one goes up. But whether up and down, as long as the desire is to lord over, one cannot escape this material world. The demigods are the devotees, and demons are non-devotees, or demons are devotees of demigods. So nobody can escape this material world as long as one has desire to lord over. So those who want to get big post of this universal administration, they become demigods. Those devotees who have desires to lord over this material nature. So demigods are great devotees. Great devotees means they are having bigger post. They are mixed devotees. Those who want to lord over and yet they want to follow the Lord Vishnu. But they want to follow Lord Vishnu for what? To fulfill their material desires. Whenever there is a problem, they go to the Lord Vishnu. But still they hold the desires to lord over this material nature. And that is the difficult things. Here also, the demigods are approaching Lord Vishnu. Why? Because the Vrtrasura is creating so much havoc that all their powers have been disturbed. Vrtrasura was so powerful. He appeared from the Yajna. Why he appeared from the Yajna? Because the demigods killed the son of Twasta. Twasta was a demigod whose son was Vishwarup. So Vishwarup was performing Yajna for demigods, and then he was also offering some oblation to the demons secretly, because his mother was from demon side, Asura side. And then Indra came to know about it. He became very, very fearful, because already the demons were troubling demigods. So because of the fear and the anger came on this Vishwarup. Although Vishwarup was his guru, performing the yajna, out of anger and fear, Indra went and chopped up his heads, killed him. So those who are having this lording over tendency to material nature, this fear and anger, one becomes fearful of losing his position, or one becomes angry for somebody is disturbing his sense gratification. So that's how a person glides down. Because of this uncontrolled mind and senses, desire to lord over, Maya, illusory energy, gives him different bodies. If one commits offenses or one commits sinful activities, again he glides down. So whether one is a demigod or any person in this world, as long as the mind is impure, one is in a very risky position. Anytime person can glide down from that position also. Like there was a king Nahush. Nahusha was the ancestor of Pandavas. It comes in Mahabharata. So Nahusha was appointed as king because at that time earlier king, now this same episode goes. When episode goes, Indra again after killing Vrtrasur, he also suffers again. He is one very sinful lady chases. She had a tuberculosis because Vrtrasur was son of a Twasta, demigod's son. He was a Brahmana, and killing him became Brahmahatya, and knowingly killing him with the desire that I will counteract this sin by some sacrifice. It becomes seventh offense, and Indra had to suffer. So much suffering that Indra had to hide inside water. And he took the shelter of a lotus stem where Lakshmi resides. And he had to starve also for a long time because the Agni would not enter in the water. Water and fire is there. So Agni would bring his share of his sacrifice, but he would not enter in the water. So for a long time Indra had to undergo tapasya without any food. And meantime, the Indra post was empty, so demigods were searching who can become. Right? That time only they were searching. Nahush was appointed king. So this was a lady which was chasing Indra, who was having tuberculosis. She was constantly vomiting blood. Oh, Indra, please come. And she was very ugly looking and very, very bad, foul smelling. And she was chasing Indra. So to avoid her, Indra entered into the lake. After killing the Brahmana Vritrasur, King Indra suffered because of the sinful killing. Indra saw the personified sinful reaction chasing him, appearing like a Chandala woman. This which followed him wherever he went. And at last he quickly went to the northeast and entered into Manas Sarovar lake. And there he lived for a long time, I think, many years. And during that time, Nahush was appointed as king of the Heman. And Nahush was not actually qualified at that time when he was approached by the demigods. He said, "Oh, I am very humble, I am very fallen. How can I become king? I have not yet completed 100 sacrifices also, Ashwamedh Yagyas." He had completed 98. 98 Ashwamedh Yagyas. One has to have 100 Ashwamedh Yagyas. So the two demigods said, "Okay, we will give you one from our quota, sacrifice." And so the one Ashwamedh Yagya benefit they gave him to Nahush. So he became 100. And they appointed him as the king of the heaven. In the beginning he was very humble. But then, as soon as he sat on the post of Indra, he saw everybody is coming and bowing down. "Sir, what we should do?" Big demigods earlier had worship. Now he came and saying what we should do. All the demigods, Varuna, Agni, Vayu, they were all coming, subordinate to Indra. He is the king of the whole universe. It's very fascinating. And he started enjoying the post. Oh, so nice. Apsaras are dancing, people are coming and bowing down, and whatever I say is happening. So he started enjoying the post of Indra so much that nature of this enjoyment, material enjoyment, is that mind is never satisfied, wants more and more, always. Desire to lord over, desire to enjoy. One may get for some time this, but then you also want more and more things. Everybody should follow me. Everything I should enjoy. I only should enjoy. So then one started offending others. So this king was offending, Indra was offending. People, he was speaking very insulting way to the people, as if they are servant, because he had power. Somebody is not obeying or somebody is making things delayed, chastising them. Whenever his sense gratifying was getting hampered, he was becoming angry. And people were fed up with him, because he was shouting at the people or whatever is. And he wanted to enjoy everything. Then when such person becomes, then people want him to be removed. So people were thinking that why this person is like this. So somebody gave him people in this world come and sometimes they praise you. But actually they are thinking that how I can pull him down. So there is one person suggested, "Oh, you are such a wonderful king, you are enjoying everything, but you are not enjoying one thing," he said. "What is that?" "Earlier Indra's wife, Sachi, you are not enjoying her. You are the king now. So somebody suggested him this. Oh, really? She is very beautiful. So he told, get her. So he sent the message. I want Sachi. And Sachi is a chaste lady. Her husband was now in trouble, so she was waiting, praying for him. And when he heard this, now she wanted to do like this. Now he is a king, who can stop him? So she started praying to the Saptarshis, great rishis, who are from the spiritual point of view above Indra actually. They are Brahmanas, rishis. But from the administration point of view, Indra is the whole king of the whole universe. Except Brahma and Lord Shiva, he is like the top authority. So when she prayed to Saptarshis, Saptarshis came to her and told that you tell Indra, this Nahusha, that she will definitely come and satisfy his desire provided he himself comes to take her in a palanquin carried by the Saptarshis. So Saptarshi should carry palanquin and Nahusha should himself come to her. You send this message. So she sent the message, okay, I agree with your proposal, you should come in a palanquin carried by the Saptarshis. So now, when Indra heard this, he said, get Saptarshis. You know. So they called Saptarshis, said, take me in palanquin. And that was the beginning of his fall. Ordering the great sages like this and carrying him. Not beginning, earlier only was beginning, but this was the now main. The pride leads to finally destruction. So the Saptarshis, 4 of them, they were carrying. And one was Agastya Muni, who is famous for his anger also. So Agastya Muni was short at height. Others were tall, they were short. So the palanquin was tilted on one side. So it was not in a very good shape. Nice. 3 are at tall, one is, so it was a little bit bending down one side. So they were carrying and it was moving not very properly and it was going very slow. And he was only thinking about Sachi. And he was thinking that palanquin is not going, it's going so slow, they were carrying very slow. And now out of his anger he said, he said to something to Agastya Muni, and he saw Agastya Muni was making it slow or something like that. And he actually kicked with his leg to Agastya Muni. He said, go fast. Sarp, he said. Sarpa means the fast. And then what happened? Agastya Muni said, Sarp, you become Sarp, he said. Sarpa also means the snake. Sarpa also means fast. He said, you want to Sarp? He said, you become snake, he said. So when he said that you become a snake, then Nahusha realized, he came to his senses. Why he came to his senses? Now he has to lose the whole position of Indra. But still, that ignorance was still there. It is not he was completely purified. He became fearful. Immediately bow down. Oh, please kindly forgive me. Sometimes people may bow down out of fear, but they really don't have not rectified their inner self, inner consciousness. So Agastya Muni said, you have to go down for some time, till the time your consciousness is purified, remain in that body of snake. And anyone who enlightens you about knowledge of the soul, then again you will resume back your position as residents of the heaven. You will become free from the snake body. And he gave him the benediction, you live in the forest on the earth and you will be a very powerful snake. As long as anybody who comes in your grip can never escape. That benediction was given to him. That will become your food. So he was a very powerful snake in the forest. If he would catch somebody, anybody coming, and nobody could escape him. So this ancestor of Pandavas, when Pandava was in the forest, Bhima was going and he caught him, Bhima. His nose called as a snake. He attacked Bhima and he caught Bhima. Bhima was very powerful. He thought, I can get rid of this snake. And he was exercising all his 1,000 elephant strength. But he was not able to do anything. And Nahush told him that you cannot escape now. Today you are my food by destiny. And I have been given benediction. Nobody can escape. And even though you are my descendant, Inuit, I am your ancestor. Still, now there is no other way because I am hungry. I will eat you. Unless you answer my questions. So Bhima was not paying attention to him. Bhima was just trying to get rid of it. But after so much of struggle, he was not able to. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj came. And Yudhishthira Maharaj answered his questions. So this conversation you will find in Mahabharata. And he was asking different questions about what is soul and what the soul, how the soul transmigrate, different questions he asked about spiritual life. And the Yudhishthira Maharaj answered very nicely all those questions. And by hearing from Yudhishthira Maharaj, pure devotee, Nahusha's ignorance was dissipated and then he became free from that snake body. Then he ascended to the heaven. So this material world, again, he went to the heaven, he didn't went back to spiritual world. He just got again his heavenly position back. So still the tendency to lord over is there. You cannot escape this material world. Only by spiritual practices, by becoming a devotee, when one gives up this desire to lord over this material nature, lord over the different living beings in this world for one's own enjoyment, and one wants to serve Krishna with love, without any selfish motivations. Anya Abhilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavritam Anukulyena Krishna Anushirana. And such a devotee doesn't want anything from Krishna for his own enjoyment, selfish enjoyment. He just wants to serve without wanting anything. Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. No other desires except to serve Krishna. And that service is with love is such a satisfying experience to the living beings that he doesn't want anything. That lording or tendency, false ego, is melted into true ego. I am a servant of Krishna. Jivera Sarupa hai Krishnera Nitya Das. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that. The living entity's nature is eternal servant of Krishna, Nitya Das. Jiva Krishna Das ei Vishwas Karole Ara Dukha Nai. That if the living being get this faith that I am Krishna's eternal servant, then there is no misery. There is no material existence for such a person. Material existence means desire to lord over, desire to control, desire to enjoy, separate from Krishna. When you become servant of Krishna, then even if there is a responsibility of ruling the whole world or universe, a devotee is always in the mode of seva on behalf of Krishna. And therefore he is not entangled in this material world. Because he is always thinking about how can I serve Krishna. It's in the mood of service. When you forget Krishna, then one wants to enjoy, lord over, take Krishna's position. Krishna bhuliya jiva, bhogavancha kari, nikadastha maya tare japati adhari. As soon as one forgets Krishna's position, then what wants us? Then I want to become God. I want to become supreme controller in this world. Maya says, come on, you are welcome in this place. Here is a place you can become Lord over. Become a cat or dog, or become this, become that. And she creates the illusory environment also for some time to give us the experience that I am now in this field greatest person. Nobody is like me. Till the time you see a bigger man or bigger somebody is controlling you, then your whole endeavor is how to counteract that. For some time you get pleasure, like so many people who work very hard to get into IIT. In their area they are toppers, so they want to get now bigger positions. And now after getting to IIT, what they think? Now I have attained this topmost position. But when they come to IIT, they see so many toppers, so many powerful people. Then again their struggle is now become topper here, gold medalist or whatever is that, or get the biggest company. And you get that, go to the corporate world to work, and it's a big guy, giant is sitting. He's not IIT also sometimes. He's controlling you there. Most of these corporate companies are managed by the people who are not very educated also. They are the owners of this. So this material nature is very, very bewildering that way. Cat becomes rat becomes cat, cat becomes dog, dog becomes tiger, and sometimes the tiger is harassed by some small bird. There is one bird in the forest. That bird sometimes follows a tiger, and he makes some particular sound, and every other animal know that this bird is making this sound means tiger is around. So when a tiger is hiding and trying to catch his prey, the bird will make sound, and all the deers and everybody runs away from that place. And sometimes this bird sits on the back of tiger also. And the tiger is so frustrated. He says, I can just eat him in 1 second, but he doesn't have bird wings to fly like bird. So tiger remains hungry for many, many days if the bird is following him sometimes. He sees that the bird is, but then he cannot do anything. And if he dies like this seeing the bird, what is going to happen? He becomes the bird next life. Frustrated tiger. This bird is better than me. So that's how a person becomes conscious of something and then he wants to become like that. Sambrahma bhaya yogena vindate tat swarupatam. Bhagavatam says that there was a small insect, one wasp. The wasp goes and catches some insects. I have seen also. Right? They make the mud house, small like. Seen this on the wall or somewhere, the muds, with the mud type of substance, they make some structure like that. It looks like a pot. And there is a hole. So this wasp, it makes that particular mud-like structure, and then he brings that one insect and pushes inside, and then he seals the hole. Not seals, that hole is very small, it cannot come out. I think he does that as a food for its offspring or food for himself, whatever it is, that he just arrests him in that. I have seen it. Sometimes they bring it and puts inside, push it inside. So Bhagavatam gives this analogy in two places. This shloka comes. Kita peshas krita vruddha kudyayam yat anusmaran. Kita pesha. This wasp, kita, he is bringing that insect and pushing inside. Kudyayam yat anusmaran. And this arrested insect constantly think of this insect. My God, this is going to come and kill me now. Fear. Sambrahma bhaya yogena. Sambrahma means bhaya yoga. Bhaya yoga. What is yoga? He is connected to that insect in a bhaya, in his consciousness. sambrama bhaya yogena vindate de tat swarupatam. He attains that body of a wasp in his subtle consciousness. He becomes that wasp even before dying. And the next life he becomes wasp. Vindate de tat swarupatam. Swarupatam means he get that form of a wasp because of fear. Either fear or attachment. Like Bharat Maharaj was attached to a deer, he became the deer. Srila Prabhupada says if somebody is attached to the anything, like a man is attached to the woman, then he becomes woman next life. And a woman is attached to the man, she becomes man. Some time back, there was one devotee, the disciple of Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, Mataji. She was remembering her past life cycle. Who was a devotee in London somewhere. You heard this story? And that devotee died in an accident in London long back, I think, maybe Srila Prabhupada times probably. No? But he was attached to, he was staying in temple, I think, but he was attracted to one Mataji. He was attracted to one lady, and in next life he became a lady whose form was exactly like what lady was, right? Something like that. Similar face. So that person who was died in an accident, who was attracted to that lady, and he was remembering her form, and in next life he became she, that Mataji, similar form, similar face. And he was remembering his past life, something like that. So this is the thing, that if we are meditating out of attachment or fear, these are constant driving forces in this material world to change our forms with a desire to lord over. Fear means we want to lord over, somebody is lording over. Because you have tendency to lord over, you will also experiencing very bitter experience of somebody lording over you. You are trying to control someone out of force, then you will also find somebody is controlling you out of force. Krishna doesn't control like that anybody. Krishna controls everything by love. So in bhakti or any responsibility is given to us, if we control somebody out of our selfish desires to enjoy, then you'll also get somebody will control you. Bitter experience in your life. But if you are given controllership position as administrator, sometimes you have to hold. Somebody has to become king, somebody has to become department head. If you do it as a service, seva, not to enjoy, not to exploit anybody, not to get a pleasure of controlling, egoistic pleasure, but to humbly serve on behalf of Krishna, then one can experience happiness, real happiness. And one will also Krishna is also loving, and Krishna's love can be experienced. So what we want to give experience to others, you will also get experience same thing in your life. This is how material nature is arranged. And therefore one is never satisfied in life. But in bhakti, whichever position you are put in, if you are doing service to Krishna and serving everybody with that consciousness, then you will also experience Krishna's love in your life. And one doesn't want to change his material positions in that situation. He's completely satisfied. Devotee put in any situation in the material world, he is always satisfied. Whether you are a Kolabacha Siddhar or you are a Pratapazara Maharaj, both of them had the same consciousness of serving. Pratapazara Maharaj was not attached to his position. He was doing it because Krishna had put him in his position. Somebody has to be king, so he was put in position. But he had the same consciousness like Kolabacha, just to render service, seva. So anasakti naturally comes. Anasakti means what? You are not attached to any material positions, post positions, facilities. You may use those things in serving Krishna. But if you have material consciousness, then one is always fearful. Like Indra is always fearful. Somebody performs tapasya, then he becomes fearful. Why? My position will be taken away. Devotee is not having any fear. Whatever situation Krishna puts me, I should not forget devotional service. That is the only concern. So this whole material existence is for those people who have these selfish desires to enjoy, lord over, control. But as soon as you become Krishna conscious, then this material existence is no more there existing. Vishwam Purna Sukhayate. That whole material world becomes a happy place for a devotee. Vishwam Purna Sukhayate. Even this material world is Dukhalaya, because he has given up material consciousness, he is no longer Dukhalaya for him. It becomes a Anandalaya. Vishwam Purna Sukhayate. So that's why instead of trying to change positions, if we try to change consciousness, Krishna consciousness, which nobody is doing. People are just after changing positions around them, this body and things connected to body. All changes we want to make without changing our inner self. And therefore, people are moving around, up and down. And Krishna is just facilitating. Okay, you want to go up, go down, depending on one's desires and one's activities. Guna karma, not guna karma, Ichha and karma. Krishna is facilitating them. Krishna consciousness is such a wonderful process. If we follow it properly, one can finish this material existence forever. And one can live eternal happy life of complete knowledge. Complete knowledge means a devotee knows Krishna is there, and not that he knows all the details information. He knows the base principles, how this material nature is working. He is convinced about it. Krishna is there, and Krishna, there are so many demigods, devatas. He knows in a principle everything. But everybody in this world will find so much of fascination to just know information. And they don't know basic information about their own self, that they are spirit soul. Forgetting that, there is a craving of so much of collecting information to lord over, again same thing. AI means what? More information you have and process it, then you can become powerful. Technology, information technology. More information, more you can lord over. This lording over, this information, what is used, they don't know who they are, basic thing about themselves. And they want to know everything of this world. Prabhupada used to say, information, no transformation. The heart is not transformed. They don't have this information that there is so much anartha in my heart. Envy, greed, lust, pride, illusion, anger. They don't see this as a problem. They see, this is the problem. This person is like that. That person is like this. I don't have this. I don't have that. But they don't see the problem is here. Envy I have got, greed I have got, lust I have got, pride. This information is not there. Or even if there, they don't want to see it. They don't want to work for it. If we clean the heart, clean the consciousness, all the problems can be finished. Jiva Krishna Das E Vishwas Korale Ar Dukha Nai. So as long as impurities are there in the heart, it's very difficult to become servant of Krishna. Want to enjoy, want to control, want to lord over. But this process of Krishna consciousness will clean. Cheto darpanam arjanam bhava mahadava agni nirvapanam. When his heart is actually clean, devotee finds that Krishna loves pure devotee so much. Everything is available for a devotee. But in that position, one doesn't misuse anything. Otherwise, there is a chance of misusing everything, whatever we are given, as long as we have impurity in our heart. Not chance, will. One will misuse. One will become proud. One will offend others. And then we suffer. So Krishna is the source of all the opportunities. Vritrasura says later on, he says that, my dear Lord, you are the source of all the opportunities. One can get anything one wants. But one should know what one wants. That's why Prabhu was saying people don't know what to pray for. That is a problem. The purport Prabhu says that an inexperienced man generally does not know what to beg from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everyone is under the jurisdiction of creator material world, and no one knows what benediction to ask when praying to the Supreme Lord. So demigods are praying, but what they are asking now? Not for pure devotional service. Oh, I want to get rid of this demon Vritrasura. Because they are afraid of losing their positions, losing their bodies, and they want to continue that same thing. So they naturally become fearful. Vritrasura becomes fearing experience for them. The Lord is standing. They could have said, my dear Lord, please take us back to spiritual world. We want to be with you. We want pure devotional service. They are overwhelmed with the problem that the Lord later on regrets this. You can say after their prayers, Lord says, oh, I thought that all of you have become such great. It's all prayers finished, and in the end they ask the real purpose of praying to the Lord. So many wonderful prayers they offer. You see, we therefore pray, your Lordship appear today as another incarnation, if you desire so, to kill the great demon Vritrasura. By your love-filled glance, with its cool and pleasing smile of sympathy, and by the sweet nectarine words emanating from your beautiful face, free us from the anxiety caused by this Vritrasura, who always pains the core of our hearts. So like that, please give us relief by counteracting our present distress. Your lotus feet are only shelter for a fully surrendered devotee and are only means for subduing all the tribulations of this material world. Therefore, O Supreme Lord, Lord Krishna, please annihilate this dangerous demon, Twashta's son, who has already swallowed all our weapons, our paraphernalia for fighting, and our strength and influence. And then the Lord says, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Pritoham va surasreshta mad upasthanam with avidya. Supreme Lord said, Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O beloved demigods, you have offered your prayers to me with great knowledge, and I am certainly most pleased with you. A person is liberated by such knowledge, and thus he remembers my exalted position, which is above the condition of material life. Such a devotee is fully purified by offering prayers in full knowledge. This is a source of devotional service to me. And the next verse is, Kim durapam mayi prite tatapi vibhudarshava mayye kanta matir nanyat matta vanchiti tattvavid. O best of the intelligent demigods, although it is true that nothing is difficult for one to obtain when I am pleased with him, a pure devotee whose mind is exclusively fixed upon me does not ask anything but the opportunity to engage in devotional service. And Srila Prabhupada says that here Lord is saying that I am pleased with you, but indirectly is saying that what you are asking. Anything you can offer me, ask me, one can get everything. But those who are really in knowledge, my devotees, they don't ask anything from me. except devotional service. So purport. When the demigods finished offering their prayers, they anxiously waited for their enemy Vatrasura to be killed. This means that the demigods are not pure devotees. Although without difficulty one can get anything he desires if the Lord is pleased, the demigods aspire for material profit by pleasing the Lord. The Lord wanted the demigods to pray for unalloyed devotional service, but instead they prayed for an opportunity to kill their enemy. This is the difference between pure devotee and a devotee on the material platform. Indirectly, the Lord regretted that demigod did not ask for pure devotional service. The Lord is regretting, अरे इतना अच्छे प्रेयर्स आप लोग गाए, ये प्रेयर्स अगर अच्छे से ऐसे प्रेयर गाने से वो एक व्यक्ति मुक्त हो सकता है बहुत ही संसार से. They offer really wonderful prayers. They say pure devotional service is ultimate goal of life. Everything they say. But then mind is so much absorbed in demon. So these demons and enemy and friend, all these things will exist in our mind. This is called duality of this material world. Because our consciousness is impure. When we become purified, then there is no question of somebody is our enemy or somebody is our so-called friend. Everybody we see as connected to Krishna. And there is no fear remains for a devotee. Abhayam sattva samshuddhir. The devotee becomes completely fearless. Prahlad Maharaj never asked for Krishna's protection also. Right? We don't find Prahlad asking protection. Rakhe Krishna Mare, sorry, Rakho bhi maro bhi jo ichha tovar. Whether you kill me or you save me. Why? Because he knows that Krishna will always save, protect my consciousness. His only prayer is that whether I die or live, that I should remain your devotee. This is how devotee becomes completely fearless. Because he has no any material consciousness. He is fully Krishna conscious person. Hari Bol. I am speaking so many things, so it's not that I am so exalted. I am just praying that I also aspire like this. By speaking, at least sometimes we think about it. Anybody has a question?